But that wasn't all. If one paid close attention to the NPCs filling this place, then one would see that none were duplicates. Neither their faces nor their clothes were the same. I'd thought this game would be awesome when watching the trailer, but I didn't know the real thing would exceed my expectations like this. It was like an actual virtual reality. There are so many objects moving around, but there isn't any lag or drop in frame rate. What the hell? I had wondered why the file was so huge when I downloaded it, but it turned out to be relatively very small. How the hell did they manage to optimize the graphics to such a degree? Were they actually aliens or something? Crazy, this is actually crazy. Deep Sea Pearl were real bastards. Were they trying to kill people by drowning them in a wave of emotions? That was clearly their intention. It was legal, too. Sigh. I clenched my fists as I felt my emotions crash over me like a tide wave. That was the best I could do. I felt like I wouldn't have any regrets even if I were to die now. Don't just stand in the way. Fortunately, someone rescued me from my drowning state. It was a passing NPC. I used their words as a signal to gradually overcome these feelings. The words that left my mouth and the actions I took could no longer be rescinded, but my pride as a roleplayer couldn't tolerate any further character breaks. Now was the time to relax and thoroughly enjoy this game. And to do so, I had to hypnotize myself first. It was one of my habits that helped me get into character. From this moment on, I was a demon knight with a demon who killed my whole family sealed in my arm. I was always on the edge, never knowing when the demon would devour me. Because of that, I forcefully pushed everyone away, not caring what kind of anger they would harbor against me. I was the type of person who hid his vulnerable and soft inner core with a rough and hard outer shell reflected in my sharp and sensitive nature. The character setting based on the trailer videos, leaked information, and the official settings covered me like a mask. That marked the start of my roleplay. Shring. I killed my expression, not because the game character's expression would actually change, but to better immerse myself. I then returned the sword to the sheath on my back. I wondered if it was because the sword was too long, but for some reason, it almost felt like my body was moving on its own to sheath it. Well then, what was I supposed to do now? One would usually just look for someone with a question mark floating above their head, but strangely enough, I couldn't see anyone like that.